all the time. I'm petty all the time.
Baby, welcome to the party.
Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T-Y. I'm petty all the time. Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T-Y. I'm petty all the time.
Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Petty Party Podcast. It's your girl Michelle, aka Shelly Shell.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Champagne Chris, aka Chrissy F Baby. Please say the baby.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Immaculate coming out the set. What's good? How y'all doing today?
Hey y'all, and Nikki's not here with us today,
Yeah.
but she's here in spirit.
So shout out to Nikki. But yeah, how y'all doing?
We're doing
What's
good.
been new? What's good? What's so funny?
I don't know. It's just the fact that we were just with each other. So you're talking about what's been new. Like,
oh yeah. I mean, we just got back in town. We celebrated Jory's birthday,
Mhm.
and so that was fun. Very lituation. We actually came back this morning, and we're here to talk
y'all
to y'all.
came back this morning.
You came back today.
Yeah.
A few hours ago.
Yeah. A few
Not even
hours. It
a
hasn't
few
been
hours.
hours since I've been back. It hasn't been an hour.
It's actually crazy.
You know, when I think about all the stuff that I'm like, I've really done I've had some crazy traveling experiences. When we went to freaking Oklahoma for the Nicki Minaj concert, I had just landed in London.
Yeah.
From London. I just landed from
Yeah.
London. We drove to Oklahoma from Dallas.
Literally.
And then the next day I went to California. I'm
Yeah.
like, why?
But that was so much fun. Like that was
Why
like,
did I do all that?
those like short spontaneous trips be the best because it was like really fun.
Yeah. And it was low-key on time. Like I landed, maybe we had like an hour in between
Yeah.
on the road then. It's crazy.
Wait, you rode with us to Oklahoma?
I did.
Oh, so you were in the car when we were doing like each pick a Nicki
Yeah.
Minaj segment?
Yeah, hold it. It was only
Okay,
three
I was
people in
like,
the car.
I'm like, wait.
Yeah, there was
Wow, that was so long ago.
Yeah,
Anyway, so
I guess we're on a year. That was a year that it was in May last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right at a year.
Well, guys, we're back again.
Yeah, but other than that, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a good day. I had a really productive Monday.
I hope so. I was like, Paula, you said you had a lot of stuff to do, so I was hoping your day was gonna be
it was
very productive.
I hopped out of bed at 8:30 and got to it.
Turned your swag on.
Yeah, I was like, I can't have another useless Monday.
Yeah.
No.
How about you, Michelle? How was your day today?
I went to work.
Your day was
Okay.
cool though.
Yeah.
Okay. It was
So I guess we're gonna move on to the moto. Oh gosh, okay. This one's from one of our listeners. Hey, Petty Party. I have a story for you and I want to know if I was petty. So there was this guy I used to talk to 2 years ago. We were friends with benefits. Eventually I met my ex, so I got into a relationship with him. 2 years later, we didn't work out, so I hit up the old guy thinking we could be friends with benefits again. He told me that he was seeing someone so we could only be friends, and I said, okay. We met up in a park, and I started asking him how he's been doing. He's giving me updates, and I told him that I just got out of a relationship because my ex cheated. Out of nowhere, he mentions that when we had sex, it was the best sex that he's ever had. I immediately started looking around for cameras because I'm so confused as to where the fuck this come from. He then proceeded to ask to have sex again. I asked him what the nature of the relationship with the woman he's seeing, and he eventually says that he had a girlfriend for a while. I immediately start cussing him out because I think that's so nasty and disrespectful. He said that he was only human, and of course humans make mistakes. He said I needed a reality check because who was I to judge him? He also wanted to be rewarded because at least he told me because he could have lied. Then he claims that the real reason I was mad was because I got cheated on and I'm projecting my problems onto him. I immediately calmed down because at this point I'm arguing with the wall. He begs to still be friends, claiming that he'll never cross that boundary again, and I said yes. We went our separate ways, and I blocked his number and on all socials. Was I petty?
No.
No.
No, I think you stood on business, girl.
Not at all. He
As you
was
should
petty.
have.
No,
Yeah, he was actually
'Cause
disrespectful,
he
like
flipped
you
the script
said.
when you told him you cheated. That's
Yeah, they
weird.
should've
That's
gaslighted
not
you.
suspicious.
Yeah, and then on top of that, like, then for him to say that he should be rewarded, are you a you know?
Literally.
Mm.
But my thing is, what was her point of meeting up with him? Because he
I
told
don't
her
know.
he had
She
a
never-
girlfriend.
she, like,
beforehand.
fast forward to the park.
Yeah, like he told you he had a girlfriend, and
Yeah.
you still met with him at a park,
I guess,
and then
like,
you got
they're
mad at him
friends.
when he reiterated that he had a girlfriend. Like,
But I don't think she realized that he was gonna meet up and try to fuck her in a park like he's
y'all were friends with benefits before? What did you think you were going to a park to do? Let's
Not have
actually-
sex.
At a
Okay, but
park
we're
is
not
crazy.
talking either. Why are we
know,
meeting
but-
up at a park?
And why a park? You can even take her out
Yeah.
to lunch.
That's why I'm like, why are y'all meeting at a park? Like, girl,
See?
okay.
Those
He
are
has you fucked
expectations.
up.
He has you
of-
fucked
as
up, but
his
also like
woman.
let's hold her or him accountable as well. Like you literally, he had a girlfriend. You knew he had a girlfriend. You met up with him at a park. Like, girl, the bar's in hell. Why are you meeting this man at a park?
Yeah, I'm not going. That's odd.
Like, why are you
behavior.
doing that to
But it's
yourself,
okay,
sister?
but it's okay.
It's fine, but like
Yeah.
next time, like don't do that. Like, just don't do that.
Right. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie. When you like first like tried to like start the whole situation shit back up, and like he denied it, you should have just left him alone.
Yeah.
Period. Like, there's not even a friendship there.
That's
girl,
what I'm
'cause,
like, and the
that's
fact after that
rejection.
you went after you went to the park.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like, girl.
And like any dude with a wicked mind, he probably thought he gonna get some.
Mhm.
Cause like, why would we be meeting in a park? And it was probably at night, so like
Getting some
no one can see.
Oh. But then it
fellatio
also
at a
gives
park.
like
low key.
maybe she's young because like
Yeah,
No.
she's definitely young.
older women are meeting.
she's
in the
got
park.
to be like
No, it's not about meeting in the park,
Teens.
but it's just the fact that like I guess more so you didn't really stand on business the first time. Like
Yeah.
I just feel like younger women tend to be a lot more weaker when it comes to like, you know, men
I don't know if-
manipulative men a little bit. Like you kind of give in a lot. They do.
I don't know. I feel like that I don't want to just put it on the young people. I think women across the board.
No, I didn't say only young,
Yeah,
but younger
yeah.
tend to do it more. Younger
Yeah.
women
I
tend to
don't
do
know.
it more.
they have less experience in that area to know like
to
what
call
that leads
bullshit.
to.
Yeah.
Because like as you get older, you're like,
I'm not falling for
I
it. Like,
played these games before.
you cannot trick me. So yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, older women are definitely falling for the
doing-
okie
It's
doke
not
as
even
well.
the okie doke. They're just doing things for the plot, or just because like it's because I'm in control. I want to have fun, and as soon as I'm done having fun with it, I'm done with it. So I feel like when women get older, we get more control of the situation in a sense. So it's like low key, like a
Emotional control,
Yeah.
maybe.
yeah.
But I mean, I don't know, sisters, don't go again. Not
Yeah.
to the park.
Yeah. You
Not
wasn't
so
you wasn't
hard.
petty. You wasn't petty.
You
You,
wasn't
could have been pettier actually. You could
What
have
could
been
she have
pettier.
done though?
Huh? Because some people would be like, should I text his girlfriend and let him know? You know what I mean? She could have, like, she was just, I feel like all you did was protect your peace. You blocked him. That was the only thing you could have done
But
in that
imagine
situation.
getting a text. Okay, look.
Yeah.
Let's say you're the girlfriend.
Yeah.
And it's like somebody texts you like, hey, I met with your man at the park. We didn't have sex, but I
he
just
was
wanna
trying to
let you know
sleep
he
with
was-"
me. Girls do that though.
Yeah, no.
But like, I'm gonna be laughing at you.
You're
You're at the park,
That's
girl.
why I'm
Like,
you-
LOL.
L on you. The L is on
Like,
your end, sister.
what?
Because why you
Have
so
him.
you
Y'all
didn't get
both in
nothing
the
from
trash.
him. You
Like,
didn't even get dick. You just
nothing. You
like,
you just
texting
tattletelling?
me. Girl, bye. Like
Thank you.
What was
Ooh.
that? There was a
I'm upset.
you hold that L.
there was actually a story like that. So this girl, I guess she had dated this guy, and the guy was like, had made her spend all this money. So she pretty much texted the girl like, you know,
Wait, what?
I think that
Oh
like,
my gosh.
you know how it was like some situation where she ended up spending like not spending money on him, but maybe like help him get back on his feet type stuff.
So,
And so she
reaching in her purse and pulling her wallet out.
Listen,
Mhm.
so she had sent the girlfriend like, your man was trying to get with me, this and that, and she like sent him all these screenshots, and she was like, couldn't be me.
No bad.
Type shit.
No bad.
I was
KBB,
like, what kind of fucking response is this?
a bad bitch.
I would
response.
delete
Yeah.
myself.
a bad because you got my nigga and you spending money on him. Like, and you
That's
think
crazy.
you texting me?
And you're and
Bitch,
like,
you
L,
lost.
like no, honestly, that's an L you should have kept
That's an L you should've
to
kept to
yourself.
That's why I was like, what kind of story time is this? Don't repeat the story to anybody
Yeah.
else.
No, so if we're not saying to the girl, but had she went as far as texting the girl, L on your end because all you did was expose that
You look
you're
like the
an
biggest
idiot.
loser.
Like,
And to speak to that story you just told,
Dang,
you
loser.
really were helping a man get back on his feet?
that had a
I
girlfriend.
mean, no, she didn't know he had a girlfriend.
And even then, I'm taking you to small claims court. You're gonna give my money back.
But
That's
you know,
crazy.
but you know, I'm not saying I know a lot of women, but I think a lot of people have been in positions to like sometimes if you're in a position to help a guy get back on his feet and you see his potential, I think a lot of women will lean into that.
You know what's crazy? I am the biggest advocate. He has homeboys that can reach into their wallets and help him.
But what about Mackenzie Bezos?
Who?
She invested her money into
I don't
Amazon?
care. I don't care. And she saw his family. See, that's it. She saw the family and she saw the potential in that. I'm not looking at no man and like I need a couple of dollars. Go ask your homeboy. Go give blood. Go do. There's things to go get money. There's ways before you ask me. I should be your dead last option.
So you've never given a man money?
I've never given a man. Actually, you know what's crazy? I'll tell this story.
Sort of.
So
not even just handing
so
out.
it's so crazy.
No,
it's so crazy because like one of like my guy friends. So like to this day, I'm like he probably watching this. So damn sorry. So he asked me, he's like, oh, he needs to like get a pair of shoes or something for his birthday. And like, we've been friends for a long time. And he asked me for money. I was like, you know what? This was me. I didn't want it back because like, it's your birthday, just keep it. So I shot him the money. I didn't want it back. I even said, you don't have to pay me back. Because it's like, but that's the only time. I don't give men money. Like,
I'm so confused about this story.
So literally, when I gave him the money, I'm like, you know what? Don't pay me back. That's your gift. Don't expect nothing else from me. So you give
money as gifts. Is what you're saying.
But that was your gift. I'm not sitting here paying a man's bills. I've never given a man has never come to me and be like, hey, I'm down and out. Can you shoot me some money? No.
But why did he?
Thank you.
Why did
right?
he need the shoes?
He said it's his birthday, and this was me. It's your birthday.
Oh, so he pretty much just like, for my birthday, I want these shoes.
The way he worded it didn't sound like he was lightweight begging. So I shot it over to him, but that's the only time I've come close. No, we're friends. So that was the only time like you could classify, oh, have you given a man money? I mean, I guess it falls in that category, but me, Paulette, I don't believe in women like fronting bills for men, paying for their meals, unless like that's like, yo.
Man.
And even then. Hey.
No, I'm trying to think if I have against my. I don't think.
No, but you know what I mean? Because I know some girls like, oh man, like he's just having a tough time. Like, girl, where's his homeboys? This is when they need to be coming through right now. Get it in the mud.
But I'm not. No shade.
We used to wear each other's clothes.
When men be broke, their friends be broke too. Like it just
really.
It be birds of a feather for real.
Oh, then that it's great. Then you have to remove yourself.
Yeah, because I feel like if one of your dudes was or had money, wouldn't you have money too? Naturally,
that's not true. That's not actually
y'all
true.
Y'all should be helping each other. Or
like,
no,
it's crazy.
I mean, it's like, yeah, right. It's true, but like,
yeah, no. I mean, like, I feel like, because like, I'll be honest with you, like, for example, like, because like, don't get me wrong, like, just as women, like, they fall into a rut, and of course, like, men assist, but it's like, to me, like, as a man, like, it looks crazy, like, you go, like, you didn't even exhaust all option, you're immediately going to a woman.
But even, that's what I'm saying, even as, you know? If I was to fall in hard times, I'm not reaching out to my friends. So that's what I'm like, it's not about like, okay, if you're and they might have the money. I'm not asking for it though. And even like, it's just, I could fall in a hard time or my friend could fall in a hard time and I'm not. So it's like, I don't think.
But falling in a hard time is different.
Yeah.
A hard time is different than a hard life.
Yeah.
Because like, if I
seem like endless.
No, a hard time is like you lost your job and like your savings are gone. So you need assistance. Some people will tell their friends like that's it, but like.
Because if you're dating a guy, say you're dating a guy, whatever, and he loses his job and maybe, you know, you. I'm not saying you have to like start investing in him, but maybe you do small stuff like, you know, get him groceries or there's some things where you're just trying to make his hard time easier.
It's so crazy because I remember, oh my God, y'all, I don't think I'm evil. I'm not an evil person. It's just like the moment that narrative starts, I get very cold and distant because I'm just like, I don't like, sorry. So I was like, I guess talking to this guy and like, he was talking about how like he's been having trouble finding a job and stuff and all that, like, and he brought up like bill stuff. I was just like, oh, okay. Like I gave advice, like this is what you should do to like get those situations in order. Cause one thing, like I can't do that. He wasn't my man, so I just did it.
Yeah, especially if you're not your man. What are you? Are you a payday loan?
Like,
what's your business? That is not your business. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not your business.
It's really.
And I be trying to tell people. Women, it's not your business. A man's supposed to provide. He needs to go sell a brick. Go out and sell a brick.
Yeah, but also, men, that's why we say people need to stop dating broke. I'm not gonna lie to you, like because and not even to like throw shade at anybody's socioeconomic status, but it's like it's leisure money. Like if you don't have leisure money,
and
then you should. But you know what's great?
It's like it's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay if you don't have leisure moment at this time, right? But like I think like women going after a man that's like just not balanced. I don't think it's a smart idea. I really don't. That sounds like a bill waiting to happen for you. Yeah.
I think that mindset's also healthy to have at a certain age.
Yeah.
Because like if you're 18, 19, having that mindset to me, that's kind of crazy. Because like nowadays, like kids be in college talking about, oh, my man has to be doing this and this and this. Like y'all both in college, like what career is supposed to be supporting this relationship? They're supposed to be providing.
Like it'd be a lot of. I'm like,
I do.
Oh,
think
y'all doing a lot of grown adult things.
I do think there's a stage in life where it's not necessarily it's okay to be broke, but it is okay to be broke. In college, like we was broke as fucking college, and it's like we kind of like made do and stuff like that. But it wasn't a situation where like you're dating somebody and expecting all this big treatment. Like,
it's actually crazy when I hear certain people. I'm like, you want what from who?
Yeah.
This person doesn't have a career yet.
And mind you, they're in college.
Pressure.
In a career, like working towards a career where you're gonna see that investment. It's like you can't even stick it out with the college men who are going set to make. But
you wanna know what the problem is because these younger girls are getting with these older men, predatory, and getting that treatment. So now, once you see nice, that's all you want. Like I'm not about to hustle backwards and start dealing with a man who has money. That's and then even if he does, he's trying to deal. He knows he sees me. You know what I'm saying? But it's like guys in college are not looking at you with that eye.
It's actually funny that y'all are talking about this, and I want to because I just was talking about this today, literally right before we got here. And if I don't get it right, we can just cut it out. But like, I was talking to somebody, he pretty much was saying like, he blames like women. I'm not even gonna say who came across his like For You page, but it was a popular influencer, and she just like she went on a birthday trip or whatever. She just had like a big bouquet of like rose, like the nice bouquet of roses, like all roses.
That's so cute.
She had one of those big ones in her hand, and she was just walking. I think she was in like she was out the country somewhere. He was like, yeah, I just kind of blamed people like her for kind of like pushing the narrative to like younger women, like this is kind of realistic. And I was like, well, what's unrealistic?
It is
That's what I said. I was like, well, what's unrealistic
about
it? And he was like, I just think like the consistent, showing up on social media, like with the filters, with all these lavish gifts and so on and so forth. He was like, I just feel like, again, you're perpetuating like unrealistic expectations. And I was like, but how is that on the influencer's end versus like on who's receiving it? Like he's like, so you feel like the influencer shouldn't take accountability? And I was like, no, I'm not saying that because there is going to be, obviously, if you're an influencer, you are going to have a level of influence regardless. Right. However, like it's like for me, if I was to post like a birthday trip, I was like, there's no difference between like somebody who's not posting it, I guess, and somebody who's consistently posting it. Like it's achievable. Like you're getting flowers. So like
what, and you're on a trip. Motivation for people that you can you'll get there.
But he was just saying like, no, just consistently posting like, I guess the good all the time. But I was like, but that's what social media is. People don't post their bad. I don't post my bad. Like I've never posted. I post lit times. Crying. Yeah, like I post my like my gifts. Not even all the time. Actually, I'll post flowers. Maybe I'll post my trips. Maybe, and I'll put like So I always post that as well. So it's like, what difference are you creating between like an average person like myself versus like a top of the line influencer? Besides like the posting consistency, like one person posts more and then another doesn't.
I kind of get what they're saying, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna. It comes to a mindset. When it comes to social media, like I have such a solid mindset. All this is entertainment. I'm not sitting here and being like, oh, this is now. I don't care. Like,
and
at
that's
the end of the day,
what I said.
You know,
he was like, well, I mean, you're older, so it's like obviously you've been able to create that, like,
But what do our parents always tell us? Don't be looking on the outside. Focus on what you got going on. Like
that's what I said.
It.
I feel like
Charity
there's a lot to do with like how you were not a lot too, but there a portion of like I guess how you were raised a little bit.
A lot has to do with a lot of that, girl.
Yeah, but I also think it's media literacy, bro. Like the kids are they're not smart. Like you haven't seen those videos where it's like a prank video, and it's like y'all don't see that there's a camera right here that somebody's looking into. Clearly, this is a skit. People still fall for the prank because it's like they're not aware of the fact that most things that you see on social media, on TV. Fake. It's all fake. It's all curated for you. Like the reason why you're looking at it is because you are an audience at some point. Like everything you're seeing is on purpose. And the things that you digest on a daily basis is what is going to change your perception naturally. So if you don't change the channel, if you don't reduce your screen time, you're going to be influenced. You can't blame the influencer for influencing you're looking to be influenced by something. You're choosing what to digest. You can choose to watch cooking channels all day. You can choose to watch lifestyle, even Pinterest, all the other stuff. It's all curated content for a specific audience. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's kind of like blaming a fitness influencer for being like, well, she's making it seem like everyone can get this body. No, she's not. She has that body. And it's like, if you do the fitness routines, I mean, some of it is, of course, again, fake. Right. But if you are looking for gym content, you can't get mad that all you see is gym content. It's like, I don't know. Sometimes
no, it definitely is.
Like we're in a new age, and it's like all that, like I said, is mindset. Like what Michelle said, like media literacy. That's so. Like, this is a whole different topic that we can have all day. Because
I'm not gonna lie, for me, obviously, now that I'm older, even for me, and like I guess for a lot of the women, some of the women around me, it's like if I see stuff like that, I know it's attainable. So if I see a girl in her room getting all these flowers decked out somewhere in St. Lucia, I want that too. Like, and I think it's achievable for me. So for me, it's like, okay, like there's like a bar being raised, so to speak. Not to say that like my bar is in hell.
Okay,
but
and like I'm not shading whoever like said that, but it's almost like it almost really is coming from a place of jealousy. Like you want that treatment too. I'm sorry, because to me, like, why are you like? Why did that cross?
A conversation.
But I know, but to me, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, why did that your mind go there though? You know what I mean?
To play devil's advocate, the reason why I do kind of feel that is because I will say there are a lot of people like the younger generation who see that and that is what they want in currently in their life right now. If you think about this, when we were in college at night, we know, okay, how much though, like flowers like that is going to cost. So you know, like, okay, if you're dating a guy, maybe you know like what fits in his budget. If you're dating somebody who works at Sonic and you expect him to blow his whole paycheck on flowers, like that's almost
the perspective he was coming from. Actually, you know, he was just saying like the average man doesn't really make that much. So he's like, for them to be expecting, you know, he's like, I kind of feel bad for the younger guys. He's like, for somebody to be expecting XYZ at like a 17, 18, 19-year-old level, he was just like, bro, like I blame the influencers, which again I kind of disputed that part, but. Yeah, that was where he was coming from.
Which it is attainable, but at some point it's like for everyone's not going to
that's the point he was making. He was like, it's absolutely attainable, but not for everybody.
But like, and you know, this applies to like entrepreneurship too. Like everyone knows like not everybody's gonna like hit the, you know, ground running and like make millions. Like not everybody can be a millionaire. It's impossible. We all in this world cannot all be millionaires, unfortunately, guys. Sorry, I hate to like not crushing dreams, just being realistic. So to me it's the same concept.
Yeah.
But social media pushes entrepreneurship, like no matter what, if you do it this way, you'll become a millionaire. But like it's impossible, and not everybody's gonna be a millionaire. So.
No, and I literally just actually let me not even get into that because I don't want to insult anybody. But
too late.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say I was listening to this commercial where they were like, become a certified personal trainer right now and take this class. So we can guarantee you a job. And I'm listening to it. I'm just like, I can't wait for y'all to get sued because you cannot guarantee. A job, especially not in personal training. I'm like, that is such a niche career. How can you possibly guarantee somebody for that? And I'm pretty sure the class is probably $10,000.
Yeah, and unless y'all have a gym that you're employing the people that finish the program, that's the only way that's guaranteed.
But things like that, it's like they feed off desperation. And I do think that sometimes, like, you know, influencers, they do kind of like they do feed off of people who can't attain it. Because if you think about it, the people who have it aren't really digesting content like that.
No,
it's for the people. It's like
not.
What is it called? It's called like it's aspirational content. Like so the people who are digesting, the people who aspire to be there, to get there, kind of same thing. Fitness influencers, and I think lifestyle influencers, they prey on people who have less.
Yeah,
and so people, I mean, it's you can work to get there, but
because think about it, y'all. Like,
won't.
Low key, we have 24/7 infomercials now. Yeah. Remember, infomercials used to be like late at night, this and that. They're selling something. Now people are being sold a dream every second. To me, that has to be crazy. Like. Everywhere you turn, there's a dream being sold. Because think about those people selling, like, what's those, like, lifestyle books, those little books. And it's like, oh, y'all, buy this book and it'll show you how I got here. It's like, y'all.
And half the stuff you don't even know it's an ad. Like, you don't even know it's an ad till halfway through.
I also feel like the positive side of that is that sometimes it does open windows for people who don't feel like that is possible, so to speak. Where it's like, people are like, bro, I came from what you came from, and I made it. So it's like, you can do 1, 2, 3 and make it the same way. So I think it's like, the positive side of that is also just like I said, this is attainable. Like, even if you might not get a flower full of rooms, you can get maybe 2 or 3 bouquets, you know, like, and that also, can still be like.
But also, too, in that sense, like, for example, people that come from, like, lower income areas, I'm not going to lie, like, it kind of does a disservice, like, you trying to make them buy into you. You need to use your success and take it back to your city and hold free forums for people to come and learn. Like, people that don't have the resources, provide that, like, the blessings will come. So, I don't know, I just look at it weird. I don't like when people try to profit off, like, lower income people. It just don't make sense.
Yeah. Are you talking about the ebook people?
Yeah, it's very predatory. Like, it's like, you already know they don't have it, so why are you
but it's not also it's not always for the lower income people.
But like but my thing is too, it's like, how can you come from somewhere like that and not want to see other people too come out the mud too? Like, don't you want to bring back something to your city and like
but that's
create
also
successful
a lot
people
to put
too?
on somebody's plate. Like,
but I mean, I don't think it's a lot. I think it's just people I'm sorry I'm saying this, but people are selfish. Like, Because think about it, if your teacher, some of the best teachers you ever experienced, if they never became a professor, you probably would have never learned and gotten interested in what you doing today. So it's like, and they weren't selfish in that aspect. They're like, oh, you know what? Let me go be an educator.
Yeah, but not everyone wants to be an educator.
No, I'm just saying, like, just the point I'm making. So.
Okay, so speaking of social media, guys, I kind of want to get into what's been going on with DDG and Hi Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they have a child together, and it came out recently that she was granted a domestic violence restraining order against him after allegedly he claiming that DDG physically attacked her multiple times, and I think she was granted sole custody or maybe temporary sole custody of their son because she was asking for their visits from him to be, I think, 6 hours a week, which was very crazy. But you know, for me, it was a little, it's like I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked simply because like prior to this coming out, I know like DDG, they've had like maybe the past 4 or 5 months, it's on brand. However, before then, when they just gave birth and everybody was starting to like them, we even said like, oh, you know, I actually kind of like them together. Like they're cute, you know, like they were taking little vacations together. And now it's just like, damn, like, you guys were obviously painting a picture for social media. And I think she did that obviously to like protect him a little bit. But, you know, now that like it's come out, it's kind of just, it's also disappointing because it's like, damn, like, Hallie, this is what we didn't want for you. Like, unfortunately.
I never liked them together.
Like.
Sorry. Because I always knew. I was like, what is she doing here and what is he doing here? Like,
bad.
It never made sense.
One of our queens. I mean, she's still a queen, but it's still just like, it's just unfortunate to see because again, like, for one, she's definitely dealing with an arc because if I'm not mistaken, I don't know, you know how the internet, they be piecing things together, but from what I saw, allegedly, like when the information dropped as far as like the him getting restraining order, apparently he was on stream. And like one of his friends was like, oh, like he was reading the article while he was on stream. And he was like, what? I'm not even that type of guy. Just acting as if this is the first time he's heard this information. Mind you, the restraining order has been granted. So it's been in your hand. So you knew this before you are on stream. And like, even I think he's been trying to like, knowing that it was probably going to come out, he's been trying to like, you know, just place little like nuances on the internet just to kind of like distract people from what's really going on. Like I haven't seen my son in a week or so or whatever. He'll just say little things like that. And like everybody will go and attack Haley. And then he'll be like, okay, I know he allegedly he put out like a t-shirt and it was like girls love DDG or something like that, just trying to like gain popularity from like the female audience. And it's just like, I don't know, it's just, to me, it's just very narcissistic behavior because again, you're going to act like on camera like you didn't know that this was coming out. Mind you, they had to serve you papers in your hand.
But
you went to court.
That because you're saying it's narcissistic behavior. I'm not gonna lie, it sounds like someone that knows how to market. And that's what the world does. But that's fine. That's, you know what I mean? So how is he different?
Be true. You're still a narcissist. Like,
but okay, see,
marketing.
Feel you
in the world for it to be different.
Like I'm not, because what you're saying, I'm not disagreeing with you. What I'm saying is that how does, maybe answer my question, like how does that give like narc vibes then? Because I don't understand how that looks like a narcissist.
Because you want to paint this picture as if you didn't know that this was going to drop the internet, and you want to act so shocked as if you didn't receive this a month prior to. You put your hands on me, so you knew where this was going. But she alleged that he put his hands on her. So after I got this, again, in order for you to be granted a restraining order, we have to go to court. Right. So you went to court, you knew all this was happening, and then when it drops, you're trying to act like, oh, you're surprised, you're so shocked that's happening. What's happening?
Just a point of correction. So it hasn't been granted yet. She just
a temporary
filed.
Restraining order has been granted.
Yes, I think once she filed it, I think it's like temporary while they review all the other stuff. Only because I think that his mom just came out recently and corrected, because people have been saying it was granted. She came out and was like, it actually has not been granted.
Okay, well, it's temporary. Before you grant it, it's temporary. However, but even for that to be a thing, like I believe you, again, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not in politics, but like I believe you still have to go to court in order to like submit those documents. Like, and you, in order for it to be temporary granted, he still has to be served papers, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why I'm just like, either way, even let's just say all the court documents is not even a thing. You knew that you put your hands on her at least one point. Right. So at one way or another, it's going to get out unless she's just completely mute, which she has been for a couple months. But it's just like, again, for you to act like all this is so shocking to you, and you guys haven't been on good terms probably for a very long time, and like even you going on the internet saying like, oh, I haven't seen my son. Why? Was there a reason? Or you just acting like, you act like she's a bad mom and she's just keeping him away from you? Like, no, there's an actual reason. You put your hands on her. So again, for you to get on the internet and act like, oh, I'm so shocked, I'm not this person, I'm not that guy. So was Ruby Rose lying? Because she said the same thing about you. Like, I feel like that's narcissistic behavior. Like, because why are you acting like you don't know what's going on when you literally caused this? I don't know. Does that answer your question?
I would say maybe that's like that's the movements of like an abuser. I wouldn't say that's a narcissistic behavior. That is like how someone that abuses women or people, that is the
Two
characteristics
things
of what
can be
they do.
true. You can be an abuser, you can be narcissistic.
Well, yeah, true. Because only reason I say like now with terms, I feel like sometimes in this world we're misusing a lot of words, and like sometimes like certain things can't. I understand what like a narcissistic person is, but it's like some things don't apply. But I agree with you. But what I'm saying is that those are traits of someone that's abusive. Because I didn't know that Ruby Rose said that. So now it's like, oh, so maybe like he has characteristics of being an abuser. So yeah. But it's unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect this to be the ending of them in this like the media, but I just think that I wish like I don't know how a celebrity can even handle the situation, because we need to put things like this outside so people know like how this person is. But at the same time, like, when are y'all gonna consider your kid? Like, how y'all managing situations is kind of messy to me, because now it's like all these things are out here about you and DDG. You know, I don't know. So,
I mean, but I don't think she put it out. It's public record. You know what I mean? So I think like there's obviously bloggers and journalists who are like waiting around the clock for stuff like this to drop. So I think it's unfortunate that it did get out. But at the same time, like, I think it gives a little context to the rants that he's been doing. Because again, you're always like, oh, I didn't see my son. She's keeping me from this. But again, why? Like, what would, like, I don't know. So unfortunate, like I said. That's why I'm just like, bro, all these women that we keep losing to these
useless men. Like,
it's just very unfortunate. And then it's like, so like I said earlier, Ruby Rose, obviously, like, they dated. I think that's how he even got popular. Am I mistaken? By dating Ruby Rose? Okay.
I think he's like a well-known streamer.
I know he's a streamer, but
he's
I think like,
yeah.
I think, okay, well, when
YouTuber.
they dated at one point. And again, she said that he has put his hands on her before, allegedly. So it's just like, now everybody was like shaming Ruby Rose for being like, I guess, a sexually open or liberated woman. And that's really like, I don't know, it just feels like nobody really like cared when she brought it up versus like now it's Halle. Everybody's like kind of like up in arms, roar or whatever.
To be honest, I don't even remember Ruby Rose saying this. This is news to me.
No, I don't either. But I mean, I think it's, because to be fair, they're also very younger than us. So I think like when it dropped, that was like shade room teen stuff. So like,
no, baby.
I don't think we knew about, but I mean, I'm seeing it now that it's resurfacing with Halle. That's the first time I'm hearing it from her too. But a lot of people are like, okay, y'all owe Ruby Rose an apology, because again, like when she said it, nobody cared. And she did say it like, oh, he put his hands on her in a text message, allegedly. So
but mind you, everybody was also mad because like she was low-key trying to throw shade at Halle and all the other stuff. So I think the whole situation was so messy that I think if she did say that, it might have got overshadowed.
People probably took it as like, you're just trying to
attack
messy,
Halle.
yeah.
But at the same time, when that situation did happen, that was me just being like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, Halle, like, get away from this man. Because he low-key was embarrassing her. Because even that whole situation with Ruby Rose, I was like, when she came out and said he texted him and all the other stuff, I was like, why are you in this?
And you know, it's low-key embarrassing to look back, because literally when Ruby Rose dropped that, Halle dropped a tweet talking about, let's not pay attention to third party and outside noise. I was like,
girl,
Halle,
not this peace and love talk.
Halle,
get in the field and bite back.
She was holding on to him so tight, and I was always so confused. I'm just like, I'm not seeing what
it's so crazy, like, to have like a public L, not saying an L, but like embarrassment. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this, and then like a kid's involved. I'd go
that's
insane.
The only thing. A kid,
I go insane.
Yeah, no,
I will have to like go to the island for some years, because
and come back a new woman.
Yeah,
they gonna be
different
like, when is your new album coming?
Rhinoplasty.
You know me as a singer.
Thank you, but now I'm a scholar.
But she is going on an island. I think she's going to shoot a movie for 2 months, and I think it will be on an island
in Italy. I think.
Oh, great! At least she has a movie coming out to cover the dirt.
Yeah, I was like, oh, so she's actually like an actress. Okay.
Remember, she was in Mermaid. She was Color Purple.
Grown-ish, but I mean,
yeah, her and her sister, yeah, they were good on there.
Singing. I'm not mad at it because them singles ain't selling.
And you know 13. What? Unfortunately, it just dropped today as well that Sky Jackson did the same thing with her baby daddy. She filed a temper, like she filed a restraining order.
Yes.
Oh, so they probably got together and was like, girl, you need to do
Jesus.
this.
Well, I think
Best news.
I don't.
I mean, hopefully it wasn't because of abuse, but honestly,
no. Let me go look.
Get her away from that man.
I don't want to.
Please.
Yeah, she files for a restraining order against baby father. It says Sky Jackson says the baby father of her baby has been terrorizing her.
Hey, the T word.
He's a terrorist. We could have told you that.
Get away
when he
from
said
him.
smoking on that cam pack. What? Your best friend who passed away. You didn't think you were next?
Oh my gosh.
Like, thank you. If he could say that, that's all.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
her.
y'all. Sorry. So trigger warning. So again, I was just looking at the article and the full details are here. It says Sky Jackson filed a restraining order against the father of her baby after he allegedly assaulted her on Mother's Day. He allegedly grabbed Sky by the hair while she was holding their baby, slammed her head into the window and punched her in the face. See, no, absolutely not. See, this is what.
Hey.
No, that's absolutely
what?
Sad.
Okay, guys, can we talk about this?
What
a lot
is
of
happening?
these men are getting violent.
Getting?
No, or they're now being exposed.
Fear
like,
man.
A lot. It's so crazy because
That's
like
scary.
I'm hearing more, even like not even just celebrity news, like regular people like getting abused. And I'm like, dude, y'all like, men, what's going on? A lot of y'all need to go and heal. Go get that trauma that you have compartmentalized in the back of your head. Go get that addressed because putting hands on people is unacceptable, man or women.
Yeah. And also,
Like, that's crazy.
Not to victim blame, but I do think that we do need to start teaching like our daughters, our sisters, our cousins, how to identify some of these red flags and not be so desperate for love that we overlook them. Because I'm not gonna lie, in a lot of these situations, like it's not shocking.
It could have been avoided.
Yeah.
It's because it's like these abusive signs, those signs are always there, and y'all don't always attribute it to somebody who can put their hands on you, but somebody who can like put you in an embarrassing situation. Not to bring it back to DDG, but he literally said, even with the whole Ruby Rose thing, he said that he purposely did that to get under Hallie's skin. If a guy can sit there and cause you pain intentionally to get back at you, that is somebody who can put their hands on you. If somebody can go on the internet knowing that you are a public figure and try to embarrass you publicly and tarnish your name, that is somebody who can put their hands on you. You know what I mean? Just because it's not physical, emotional, and verbal abuse is too close to physical.
Yeah, and like it's so crazy you said that because I remember way back in the day, I was like talking to this man, guys. He was a man, and because like low key, like he was like 25 and I was like 19. That's old, right?
Keep going.
Is that safe to say on air?
Yes, I mean, yeah, you're over the age of 18. I think it's fair.
And so I was talking to him and literally like he would do weird things. Like, for example, I remember like on Valentine's Day, he bought me flowers. I remember at the time I was working at JCPenney and he bought me flowers, showed it to one of my friends. And then I guess I did something that he didn't like. He went and threw it in the trash. And I was like, any person that's able to do something like that, you could probably like be violent. The way when he would get mad, the stuff he would say to me. So it's so crazy. We're going to fast forward a few years. I'm now talking to someone that it was dealing with him. And they were telling me the things they were going through. And like, for mind you, they didn't know that I've dealt with him. I was over here like, it's crazy that I saw all these characters and didn't even have to experience that to know that that's in him to do. And so people like, to Michelle's point, you really have to start reading people. Like that's now, people now in this day and age, you need to master the art of reading people. There are things, a man or woman that like men that be yelling, all that, the way they handle problems and anger, that is something you need to pay close attention to because
this is why I'm strict and I'll forever be strict.
Always. It's
For me,
very strict around here.
It's very. I run a tight ship around this bitch. You hear me? Like, and because for me, it's like I've said this before. If I see one thing that I feel like, you're gone. Like you're gone. You're gone. You're gone. Because like I will not. Like for me, I don't look at things like I'm not in this to have a good time. Right. So I mean, I am, but it's like I see the future. So if you do one thing wrong, I'm like, okay. So if I was with a child, how would you handle this? No. And I'm not, and I don't want to be treated like that. So I literally look again. It could be one little thing, and I'm like, apply it to my future, and I'm like, yep, nope.
Yeah, and one thing about me, like I don't like yelling. I think that's such a bad trait when like arguing and it's, for example, learn how to argue too. I look at that. Someone that doesn't know how to argue, I can't deal with it. Because one thing about me is the problem that we're having the issue with, not each other. Why are you insulting me?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Because if I now run my mouth, I'm gonna go for everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
No fact.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Innocent people are catching strays.
Real talk. And one thing about me, I'll go so low, man. You might burst
No,
into
have you
tears.
seen that thing where it's
Stop
like,
playing.
if you come for me, your kid better not be ugly and you better be in your
Okay.
child's life because I take it there.
Real talk. I'll call out everything I done turn a blind eye to right then and there. But because I know what I can do, that I realize, you know what? I can't deal with this person. I don't want them to bring that side of me out because I know how I can get. You feel me? So,
Yeah. And also, it's not, and this goes for relationships and friendships. It's not always how they treat you. Pay attention to how they treat other people.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, I can be with somebody, and if I'm watching how you treat your friends, watching how you treat your mom, watching how you treat your family.
How you treat the waitress.
Yeah, I'm like,
Girl.
okay.
Like, I just, some of you
How you treat
girls
people
out here,
who don't have much.
y'all be treating y'all friends real poorly in front of company. It's crazy. I just don't understand. Like, how are they not seeing the signs? You want to be here. It's crazy.
But to shed light on the situation, or to kind of like have comedic relief, like I read recently, like somebody said I'll never date a man who has like mad wrinkles in his forehead.
Oh yeah,
he's always angry.
It's
Bruh,
always crunched
like
up.
honestly, no, like, because why are you always frowning? Why are you always mad? Like, what's mad for? Like, what's going on for?
Or
real?
like people that just get so angry quickly. It's
Short
like,
tempered. No, that scares
calm
me.
down.
Actually,
Like,
no, yeah,
you're a loose cannon.
Yeah.
I would hate to be on the side of your anger.
no, I would hate for you to be in a situation where it requires you to actually get a little upset.
Girl.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Or like, can you imagine those girls that like be out with their man, like they don't know how to control their temper, and like one false move, they just embarrassing the whole store, getting irate, amped up. It's like, that's not how we act in public.
Yeah.
That's a red flag too.
Yeah.
And also how they handle work. There are some people I know that date people, when they get upset, they quit. No.
What?
No.
What?
And don't even dangle the art of quitting. That's crazy. In this economy, are you serious?
Quitting? No.
Yes.
The thing is, it's
I'll
one thing
quit
to be
today.
fired.
Like, what?
It's another to quit.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I admire those people because
I don't.
I'm one of those persons. Like, I'm not gonna lie. For me,
I
I'm
don't.
one of those people who is like, for work, I'm going to stick to like a job for as long as I can,
I
even
get
if
it.
it's
I get
bad
it.
for me. Like,
As
But
you
no,
should,
as you should,
unless you
because-
have a vision.
okay, in this economy,
unless you have a
this
vision.
economy,
And
yes,
the
let's take
vision
away.
has a lot of money backed behind
Let's
it.
take away the economy. Like, I feel like I've stayed in at jobs way longer than they served me, and like I should have
Cool.
left before this. So that's why I was like, I admire people who can leave a job, go, leave a job, go, leave a job. Because
No.
like, I
But
don't know.
some
No,
people,
I do.
but like
I see
also
what you're
too,
talking
it's
about.
like you got to. Okay, Crystal. See, remember how you said we think the future? I'm not gonna lie. I be damned if my husband said I'm just gonna quit when we have a kid. What are you doing? I don't care if you're upset at a job. You can't do that. Unfortunately,
Leaving with
you gotta-
probable cause. Like, you're not just gonna get up and leave because the wind blows
There
the
are
wrong
people
way.
that.
I'm not talking about those.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
but
talking
you-
about those people.
but you
Loose
know,
cannons.
I do know somebody who, I mean, now there's probably needle in the haystack. Probably not everybody, but he said that he went to work one day and his manager yelled at him and he was like, he went home and he was like, oh, I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
David called him back and was like, no, you need to come turn your badge in. He said, what? This is a picture on it. You guys.
I mean, I
He
kind of
was
feel that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You're
Those
not
kind of
getting that
people
back.
I admire
Right.
because it's like, bro, even my younger days, I took beatings at work, bro. Like, and I'm
No.
like, I should not be here. Like,
No.
what? Like, a lot of stuff, a lot of messed up stuff was going on. And I'm like,
Staying.
It's so crazy.
Just
Like,
staying.
it's so
So-
crazy because like I heard stories of people experiencing like bullying at work. Like me bullied. Oh yeah, my email game is too slick to go to HR real quick. I don't play those games.
yeah.
Being bullied at work where I'm getting paid, I'm
I
gonna
mean,
go
yeah,
off
but
all
you gotta
y'all.
like, bro. It's very much. I mean, even
You
in
gotta
the
learn-
corporate world, it's very.
You gotta
it's-
learn how to be
for your
corporate
managers,
nasty.
for your CEOs. It's like it's very easy for them to bully you. It's me, but it's not.
Even today I was talking to someone, they're like, yeah, like their manager has said something really weird to them. Like they were like, you better be lucky that you're lucky to be making what you're making right now. And if you ever and we could tell when people don't want to be here. And so if you ever feel like you don't want to be here, we'll help you leave.
Yeah.
And I said, she said that to you. What did you say back? I was just quiet. I'm like, no.
Can I tell y'all something though?
Yeah.
This girl at my job, she went to HR and she told them I was bullying her.
Really.
That's not funny, Michelle, because were you bullying
No,
her?
I was not bullying her.
So what are you going to do?
I mean, I told them the truth. I was like, I'm not bullying her.
Yeah, what did she say?
You know that? I mean, they really couldn't tell
she-
me. And you know what's crazy? Someone else actually put me to the
Michelle,
side. Huh?
Was she?
No. Because someone else actually put me to the side and was like, pretty much kind of talking about her, and she was like, yeah, they let me know that she feels like she's being bullied, and I was just like, really being bullied? I was like, that's crazy. Like, she's nuts. Like,
do you remember an incident though that happened that maybe she used?
No.
You said she's nuts to
No,
them?
no, because that's why
you gotta learn how to talk in the workplace.
That's where I fucked up. Because when it got, I was like, bro, she's like tripping, like da da da. The way it got so quiet, and I was like, it's me. Does she think it's me? Because I'm like, it got too awkward. They were like, have you ever said anything? I'm like, y'all really on her. So I said, y'all really think it's me? They was like, I mean, they just mentioned, like, they said that she said she walks in, I don't speak to her.
Oh,
I don't tell her good morning and stuff like that.
Is it the Nigerian woman?
The average black girl.
Paulette.
We're going to clip this out.
Okay,
But like,
yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Michelle.
Yeah.
You know what?
So she put, and the thing
Don't
about,
talk to her ever again.
and the crazy thing is, because I ended up having to talk to HR, but with, I guess my personality sometimes it's like, it's either I'm like, I fuck with you or I don't. And it's not even like a beef thing, but it's like, I just don't have the capability to be warm to everybody.
No,
if that
same.
makes
I don't
sense.
either. And
You know
it's
what I
not even
mean?
on purpose.
It's not on purpose.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's not even on
So
purpose.
you don't smile and dial.
No, not. I would have to be intentional with
Oh,
it.
wow.
Like I have to go out of my way to remind myself to smile at everybody. But that's a lot when I'm working. Sometimes I just want
Yeah.
to work. And if you're passing by, then and you don't speak to me, I'm not going to speak to you. Now, mind you, even this morning, I literally walked by somebody and said, "Oh, I don't want me to be moved. Good morning." Like even like when I was leaving, it used to drain me every day to have to tell everybody,
Yeah.
"Bye, I'll talk to you tomorrow." I'm like, bro, why do I have to do that every day? But I know that if I don't, they're gonna assume like I'm being rude or something
See,
like that.
what I would do when I'm exiting the door, bye guys, and I'm leaving. I'm not saying bye to everyone in the office.
Oh, I mean that's
No
what
way.
I do, but I would rather just leave. Like, can I just go home? Like, do I
Yeah.
have to have a final
Y'all know it's
showing
this
of
time to,
socialization?
like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like to
I'm
keep
sorry,
all
I
this
said
is to
yesterday,
keep
we
the
tired of
culture.
faking the funk, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
All of it is just keep the culture positive. You know what I mean? Those things contribute to positive work culture.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
then it has a negative effect on you because
Right.
you're drained.
It feels
Yeah.
drained.
Unfortunately.
But those are things that, I've kind of worked to do. But as far as like making sure that I'm cultivating a relationship with each
Right.
one of my coworkers,
Oh
I
no,
don't.
because I'll be honest with you, you can't be cool with everybody at work.
I don't have to.
Because look, you got named a bully.
Yeah, and there are
And
some
you were
people I'm
being
close
nice.
to. And mind you, she's actually rude to me. If we're gonna be honest,
She is
because there was one situation where I was I was having like allergies, really bad allergies, and my eyes had like swelled up. And so I talked to some girl, and she was like, get some tea, like put cotton pad in it and like tea and like pat your eyes, that should help. So I was asking somebody like, oh, do you have cotton balls? Do you have cotton balls? Da da da. And I guess the way I say it is weird. So I was like, do you have a cotton ball? She was like, huh? I was like, do you have a cotton ball? She was like, what? And I was like, you know what? And as I'm asking her, I'm realizing who the hell's
You
gonna
don't
have cotton
have
balls
it,
here?
yeah.
I was like, never mind, it's okay. And so later on, she came up to me and she was like, she spelled out how to pronounce, I guess I say cotton, and I'm supposed to say cotton,
Yeah.
I guess. So she was like, this is how you pronounce
Oh
it.
hell no, that's a microaggression.
No, literally. And she was like, this is how you pronounce it. When you were pronouncing it, I guess she must have asked somebody else what I was saying. She was like,
But
when you
don't come
pronounce
to me
it.
like I'm 12, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
she was like, I
what?
couldn't understand you. You have to understand that like not everybody speaks your English. Like at first I thought she was kidding. So I was waiting for her to smile.
Is she from?
But can I tell you something?
She was dead ass.
I would have. That's an HR. That's her
is-
HR report right there.
She was dead ass. So she wrote it on a sticky note. She kind of stuck it to my desk.
And
So I
I would've
remember
took pictures.
I picked it up. I
It was
crumpled it. I
in
said, "It's not that deep, girl."
Yeah.
And I went back to my computer. So I
Oh,
don't
you
know.
did it in front of her.
Yeah, I was like, "It's not that
It's
deep,
not
girl.
that deep?
It's not
Yeah,
that
it's the
fucking
fact that you
deep."
crumpled
the
it up.
fact that you
It's
did all
not that
See,
deep.
see.
No.
Which Michelle, I feel
I
you.
felt
but
you.
I
It's
would have
not that
waited
deep.
till she
Yeah,
walked
for her to
away.
walk
really?
away.
Yeah.
Because
Not-
saying
yeah.
it's not that deep,
It's
girl.
not that deep.
Now it's like feeding
Now-
into her
now-
bully
yeah, and-
narrative.
and
No,
now-
I think that's
I feel
where
like
it
it's beef
started.
now.
No,
No,
if someone said, "Oh,
Not to say she
don't
was
fuck with
right.
each other.
She was wrong.
No, she was
Absolutely
very,
wrong.
I'm
No,
we're
after
with
that,
you.
I was just
We're
like-
with you. We're just saying, dang, I wish she would have walked away.
And I was like, "Oh, you're not my type of chick." That was it. And I was like, "We
Yeah.
don't have to be friends. We don't have to be cool."
But see how okay, now look at this. That's why I be telling people in the workplace, not all
recording
skin
now,
folk
so-
is kinfolk.
Yeah, so I want to, y'all, it really felt like this week, like, I don't know what was happening.
Bruh.
Last week was
last week
freaking-
is like, bro, what is actually happening?
I think they were trying to make up because like there's been a calendar every year for like what's the month of
Bro,
January, what's the month of March. So March was up and they was like, bro, did nothing happen this year? 2025 needs to keep up because like nothing's been happening. And then all of a sudden May gets here. We got the Diddy trial. We got DDG. We got
Chris Brown,
Tory
getting locked up.
Lanez.
Tory Lanez getting stabbed 14 times.
Okay, let's talk about that.
talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
Are we
So-
sure? Okay,
So
You
We're
think
gonna
that's a
talk
false
about that.
report? Because
there
We're gonna talk
was
about that
okay.
because-
So y'all know that Tory Lanez is in jail for he's
Prison.
in jail, prison. Sorry for I think doing a 10-year bid.
Damn.
And
crazy.
I think recently actually he applied for like bond
Appeal?
or something like that, and it got denied. So now you're on your last attempt
You're
on
on your
how to
third
get
appeal,
out.
bro. Just serve your time.
No, and now
10 years?
no,
We need to serve your time. Oh, y'all are silly.
huh?
10 years? Serve your time.
But
10
at
years.
some point, like,
But I'm
it's
not gonna lie. But
if
what
you
has
keep-
come
I mean-
out?
I mean, okay, but that's before.
he
That's-
needs to be doing anything possible to overturn himself.
which I think
Oh,
is like,
let me finish so I can go and
Yeah,
respond
you can
to
go
what
and
you're
respond to
saying.
me.
Okay.
Because I got a
let me
response
finish,
for you
because
too.
anyway,
But, like, you don't
it
silence me.
It came out that he got 7 wounds to his back, 4 to his torso, 2 to the back of his head, and 1 to the left side of his face.
Sorry.
And both of his lungs collapsed, and he was placed on a breathing apparatus.
where
And
did they get
the
this knife from?
The it's in prison, bro.
Prison, they
He's
make
literally
knives out of
shanks.
toothbrush.
They literally do
yeah,
shanks.
girls deadly.
Huh? Anyways, but the update was while that news was being delivered that he's now breathing on his own and in good spirits.
All in like
Let me
matter
tell
of
y'all something.
16 hours.
Is he
Let me
not?
tell y'all something. First of all, I'll say this: I don't believe it.
Okay,
I don't believe it because
I think he got
there's
stabbed.
no
I don't
way.
think it went down like that.
I don't think you had
In the
your
head?
lungs collapsed
Both lungs, like you're
in
dead.
your head on
Okay,
your face.
The only reason why it may have happened because apparently they said that they were trying to treat him in the prison.
At the transfer.
No, it was a security guard that was like, "Oh no, there's no way." He actually got airlifted to a hospital.
But like, okay, and that's another thing too.
But that's HIPAA,
Are
so how would we know about that? Yeah.
that and two, like, girl, them prison stories. You got to be careful what you dissect through the bullshit. I think Tori got stabbed. I don't know if it was as severe as was what Crystal just read, but I do know he got stabbed. But I don't know about like lungs collapsing. Like to me, that's heavy.
yeah,
on.
I mean, you're not.
You know what I mean?
And you get stabbed that many times.
I don't feel like it would. They reported it like literally like I feel
like nothing happened. Like it was
couple hours
a
after the
casual.
action.
It was so casual.
But stabbed
and I
by
was-
what? That's what I'm saying. Was it? Because if it was like a toothpick,
a
what if
shank. Do you know what a
No, they
handmade-
didn't say what it was.
But
with.
like,
Because
but
it could be.
it could have been a marshmallow.
no, but if you're thinking but what I know, like
Sorry,
from
not to
watching
laugh.
like
If this is
from
true, then
like
I feel
going
bad.
actually doing like prison visits and stuff like that and seeing those shanks are deadlier to me than knives.
No, they are.
But they didn't say it was a shanky.
They
just
didn't.
said
They
he
didn't
just been saying
specify.
stabbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he probably got stabbed with like a man-made shank.
No.
But to get a shank in your head, no way. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm not gonna. I know what they're doing, and I respect it. But I just think that didn't happen.
But the crazy part is for that to happen, and then for that body, I think that guy. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
didn't
at this
he
part.
die?
But I think that I guess the bodyguard maybe didn't want his conscience.
yeah.
This on his conscience that Tory Lanez was to pass away in prison. Now, first off, I feel like if this is true, that
He needs to
bodyguard
go to jail.
He needs to go to jail.
Actually, he needs to
Yeah, he does.
prison too. Your
Because-
seat is waiting for
because
you.
apparently he was supposed to. I think he was on a witness
Testify.
list
He
and
was.
he ran away.
Nobody could find him.
Yeah. I mean,
Now
I'm like,
all of a sudden
we
you're
don't even
back
know what
and
was
you
at
remember
stake.
You got a
what
story
happened
to
on the
tell.
stand.
Yeah.
Mind you, Kelsey herself said that she didn't remember what happened. Now all
And
of a
that's why
sudden
she got immunity.
You can recount what happened. Okay, sure. So yeah, no. So again, back on the whole stuff. I don't believe it happened. I do think
Yeah.
he may have been injured and prayers.
I think
to him,
I think it was like
so to speak. But
it was severe, but I don't think he got stabbed in the head. I don't
think
know.
it's. I think the story was exaggerated, but I also think it's another attempt for him to get out.
Yeah.
because this is right after his appeal was denied. So it's like
And
whatever he
everything
can
happened,
do to
like, in order.
Yeah, whatever he can do to make his process go faster. I think that's what it is. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is like a time grab or like a court grab, whatever.
So
you
do
can get
y'all
another
think
specific
that
word.
like this worked? Y'all think it's gonna work?
No.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie.
Tori said that Kelsey didn't shoot her. He said it on the stand. So that means that's perjury if he lied.
Mm-hmm.
So like bro,
I don't think the
he did
so
say
he did-
Kelsey
so
did
to
not
give
shoot
context,
her.
Tori
to
never
give
took the
context,
stand,
it
did he?
also
He
came
did take
out.
the stand.
It also came out. If you guys haven't figured it out by now, but that, like we said, her bodyguard came back and said that Kelsey was the one who shot Megan and not Tori. Now, to me, this doesn't matter. I don't really care. Like, I think that the person who did it is there, like, is in jail. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't. For us to go back on this case, like, it's just not making sense. And on top of that, like, if y'all feel like Tori, who has kids, took the stand for a Kelsey, somebody who was dating barely at the time, like, I feel like y'all got another thing coming. Like, if y'all
Tori
actually
didn't take
believe
the
that's
stand,
what happened
guys.
for her.
Point of correction.
Sorry,
Yeah, I
my
was
bad,
like,
my
I don't
bad.
Tori didn't take the
If you believe not on the court stand.
Right,
If you took a fall for Kelsey, is what I meant.
Right.
Like, then you're sadly mistaken. I'm sorry. Like, I don't feel like he would do that. Like, he has kids. Why would he do it and risk 10 years of life that allow, like...
I don't think he thought his defense team was going to be that poor.
I don't think he thought... But mind you...
Like, that was a terrible defense team.
Also, let's keep in mind that the majority of his sentence is coming from the fact that he should not have been in possession with a weapon in the first place.
Yeah.
So he didn't really get a lot of it from even... I think the shooting Meg part was like, probably 10 months of his sentence. I think the majority of it came
But like having the gun, though.
He was on probation.
Yeah. But like if like that never happened, he wouldn't be in prison. Does that make sense? Because like that's why he probably would have violated.
But he that's a violation of probation.
But no, I'm just saying like if that situation, that's what led to that. Yeah.
But they're saying that he at least tried. Even the neighbor. Okay, so this is the part where it's just like, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to double down. I feel like Kelsey, they need to retract the immunity deal and put her on the stand.
Yeah,
for
Kelsey
real.
did something.
Cause something's just not.
It's not clicking. Even the neighbor, but even when I was listening to another podcast and like they said that the neighbor that saw everything, he said it was two women fighting and like the gunfire went off and then a man went to like.
But he
disarm.
said that on the stand. He said that in court. He testified to that.
He testified?
Yeah, but they were saying
who didn't testify?
They believed that, but I think gave
a statement.
Meg's
talking about Tori?
Okay.
Gave a statement.
Meg's defense or whatever, I guess she was prosecution, the prosecution's angle was that they felt like there was some witness tampering. So maybe they felt like maybe Tori paid him off to say that or whatever, this or that, or whatever.
Okay.
Because to be honest, I mean, I don't think there wasn't really any evidence to really prove that he did it, to be honest.
His fingerprints were not even on the gun.
Yeah, I think the evidence just proved that Meg was shot and no one believed that Kelsey did it. And Tori was the only other person that was there. So it's kind of like through process of elimination,
the bodyguard.
You can kind of just assume that he probably did do it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like, at the end of the day, I feel the jury, they had to make a decision. If it's not Kelsey, it's you. It's
like,
Tori.
what if it was the bodyguard?
I feel like no matter.
I'm just saying because he ran off, bro. Like, bro, got away with attempted murder, and now all of a sudden you're back trying to like, I need to tell the truth.
No, I actually feel like he should be in jail. I'm not.
He has to,
especially coming
you're
back
a liar.
and dropping that kind
That
of
should be
information to
jailable.
confuse the case. Like, no.
Because what can we do with that? Like,
it's absolutely witness tampering, and maybe and that's why I feel like this whole stabbing situation is to buy you more time to see like, okay, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I just feel like it's just something is happening to where it's like, it seems very calculated. Like, again, like I hope that he doesn't, like he's okay from his stab wounds.
Because we haven't heard nothing else.
And then Kelsey got
we heard he was laughing.
Yeah, I'm like, and all
after you got 14
on the apparatus,
you're laughing.
Lungs collapse. You're laughing already.
Who was laughing?
No,
it says
in the statement.
He is now breathing in a good spirit.
And he's talking.
And laughing. That's what it said.
Wait,
yeah,
they need to kill
publicist sucks.
They need to kill.
They use ChatGPT for that.
No,
like that's crazy.
They did.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Because now I'm like, is he even? I don't know.
I would have been like, he is fighting for his life, guys. We appreciate all the prayers. We'll keep you updated with any new updates.
I'm telling you, he got stabbed by a fucking toothpick.
I don't think so. I think he got stabbed, and I think that stabbing was like put together, orchestrated.
You think it was a hit?
Absolutely.
I thought it was a hit
no.
too, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think it was a hit. I think that was.
Well, I have to see pictures.
A collaborative effort. Like we planned this.
But why would a prisoner want to?
Why not? He probably got money.
Because I said he's on the person who actually stabbed him. I guess is in there for like
he probably got
murder.
money. Family probably got money on the outside. Shit. Stay as stabbing.
People can.
If I'm in prison for a lifetime and someone offers me a big amount of money,
in jail.
What if he didn't survive?
They kill people in jail.
It's a
girl.
zoo.
In prison. It's literally like it's prison, Michelle. This is not Care Bear Land.
I know, but I'm saying, I'm saying, okay, stab me and then you go all out to almost killing me.
But like he didn't do all that extra
because
stuff.
if you already got life, what are you losing?
No.
If you already have life to prison, they probably told somebody who already had time.
They stabbed him. The publicist did the work. Like, all right, 14 things to the back, 7. Like, come on now.
Yeah,
he already probably got hit once.
Set up, but again, need to see pictures or it didn't happen. Tori, sorry.
Yeah, I need to see. Yeah, and like, how come no prisoners are talking about it on the net? Y'all got phones. Y'all got phones.
No, Paulette.
Come on, how come ain't nobody coming out with the story? I'm waiting.
I'm screaming. Nah.
How come it ain't broke yet? How come no one's saying anything?
But how come nobody's questioning the fact that it happened? And we don't even see him. Like
no one,
nobody's questioning the fact that it didn't happen. But like everybody was questioning
about. They've just been very like Yeah, I don't know. But yeah,
Everybody
prayers
was
for Tori.
questioning Megan.
Yeah.
Until we,
And then the fact that
You said what, Crystal?
Chris Brown
Everybody
said
was
free
questioning
Tory.
Megan. No, go ahead.
You said everybody was what?
Questioning Megan.
Everybody
were.
always wants to just bring it back to this.
We're literally talking about this.
No one's questioning him.
Huh?
I mean,
That's my
you're
point.
right. I
My
mean, the
point.
reason why they're questioning everybody, I don't want to just put it on Megan because we were hearing about this story for like, almost 2 years, and we wanted to know what the fuck really happened.
She was in the hospital that same night, and we saw that.
Like I said, we want to know, how did this happen?
You're
How
right.
did this happen?
But everybody was questioning the fact that she got shot at all, is what I'm
She
saying.
got grazed by bullets.
Okay, so everybody was questioning the fact that she was
It's
injured at
crazy.
all. Even if she was grazed, she was injured, correct? So
Yeah.
everybody's questioning the fact that she was injured. How come nobody's questioning
No,
Tori?
I don't
Lanez
think
being
anyone
injured?
questioned that. The big question was, what
people
happened?
were questioning the fact that she got injured at all. People were, and you know that, Paulette. People were.
No,
even
I don't know that because I said she got grazed by bullets. She got injured. I know she got injured. I'm saying we've been wanting to know, y'all. So what happened in that argument in the car?
We're
Who shot
talking about
you?
two different things.
Who
here.
shot the gun?
Yeah,
But I'm just saying.
I still need to see pictures in order for me to believe it.
Of Meg?
No,
Of Tori stabbing.
I was like, wait, switch sides in the last quarter.
of Tori stabbing. Keep up, girl. Like,
Yeah, I'm like, whoa.
no.
I was like, what an admission. Like, you have to get canceled. Okay. No, but what was funny was that, well, not funny, depending on what type of fan base you are, but Chris Brown had tweeted free Tory. Or he
ended up in jail the next
ended up
day.
in jail the next day. Like,
I don't know. Was it because he broke a bottle over
the devil
somebody's
works
head?
hard, but Rock
2023.
Nation
Works hard. No, Rock Nate, you did that. Y'all need to stop.
Yeah,
you
y'all.
made that decision
It's a
for yourself.
crime.
You broke
It's
a
a
bottle
crime.
over somebody's
And
head
he's
in the
supposed to be-
United Kingdom.
I think he's starting his
that
tour
was
over there.
that was a year ago.
No, I
was in
think it happened.
2023.
Yeah, it was a
And
long. No, this
that's
is a long time ago. He had a warrant. Who called that
But
warrant
y'all,
in?
he's about to have a tour there. What do you mean?
No, he was in London now.
I know his tour starts there, I believe. So it's like,
I know. That's what.
so you think that like the powers that be put that hit out? Put that?
I don't
on
think
him?
they put a hit out, but I do think that like
They
some
got
people
him locked up.
Some people probably were just like, oh yeah, let's check. He has warrants in the city. Yeah, notify the police because you think the
That's an
police
error
is
on your team. They need
Why
to be
would they
doing
give
that.
you a start
sure.
of your tour
In the place where
that
you have a warrant for your
not
arrest?
make sure you don't have warrants.
Like, and we're talking about Rock Nation. No, your team failed you. Actually, your team actually
Honestly,
failed
free
you.
Chris Brown.
And
Even
even if
like,
it was
y'all
Rock,
really trying to hold my
Free
dog
Chris
down.
Brown.
Like
He needs to work because even hearing that story, I was like, your PR team fails you now, but they did their job back then. Because when the fuck did that happen?
no, when did that? I thought it was recent.
I said broke the bottle on a
I think,
nightclub.
I think
So
that
are we
did hit
sure
the-
this is not
I think
recent?
that did, no,
No,
it was in
it's not.
2023, and I think
Okay.
that did hit the tabloids. It's just
Probably
you know,
we probably
broke
ignored
the
it because Chris was
bottle.
doing a bunch of stuff.
when Chris Brown does stuff, people just be like,
Like,
"That's
oh,
normal."
that's Chris Brown.
Like,
Do you know how angry you have to be to break a
bro.
bottle, to lift a bottle up and make contact?
I've seen someone break a bottle to his head before, and like
Like-
you have to be furious, bro.
And you're a celebrity,
That's
and you don't
crazy.
instantly
Had no
think,
self-control.
I need
Your
to
bodyguard
clean
You know what
this
it
up.
is? You know what it is? I think we forget. Like, I think we forget. Chris Brown has a past.
A coke.
Past?
I'm
He
just-
is presently
No, I'm just
living
saying,
in his
but, like,
consequences.
He is a violent person. I am a fan of
Yeah.
Chris Brown, but I will always be honest with that he is a violent person.
Those red flags we talk about. This
It's
is one
in
of
Chris
them.
Brown.
It's literally in him, allegedly, but
Like,
it's in him.
what R&B singer you know make diss tracks?
Trey Songz. He's another one with the red flags.
What diss track Chris got?
To Quavo? He did all
my
that stuff. I was like, what R&B artist does stuff like that? And the stuff he was saying,
And
like,
it's
you're
so
violent.
cringe.
You
Chris
know
Brown
Chris
rapping
Brown
is
is,
so cringy to me.
You said what?
A gang member.
When someone told me, I was like, y'all, don't
Like
play
how you
with me.
become a gang member as an adult. Like sometimes guys do stuff and it's just
No, evidently
so
he was
corny,
like
I get secondhand
in the
embarrassment.
VA doing all that.
Please, please, Paulette. Let's like, you know how we talk about like
Breezy rep to
creating rumors.
I mean,
Like, so how come he could become a VA in a VA gang? You have to go to California to get jumped into the Bloods.
they gonna talk about it. They gonna talk about it. Just let it know I'm already.
I love that song.
Like, yeah.
And that's I think when he became a blood, right? Like that's
Yeah.
when he knew his representation.
We don't know, guys. Let's
Did you watch the
allegedly-
music video?
No, yeah, he's a
He's a blood.
blood.
Well, I know that, but you're saying when? I don't know.
That was
Yeah.
the first time I ever seen Chris Brown be out loud with it. Then how do you know the flag in the pants?
And then when I saw that one, what was that one thing where he took it was some video, he put the bandana over the microphone. I was like, oh, Chris, you're really banging. Like, this is like,
Chris.
Like, this is just, it's kind of like when you see people who crossed in frats or sororities, like in 2010, and they still be strolling at their big age. That's how it feels like to me. It's like,
yeah.
Chris, you're a little too old for this.
Because I'm not going to lie, because like, why, his name YC, right? From California.
YG?
YG. I said Y. There's someone named YC, but YG. Artist, yeah. I like.
Too much juice, too much.
I was literally listening to that on the way.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay. Good song. YG. I like how YG bangs. Like he does it in a more classy way.
All right. You need to cut it out and do your research on YG, and we can move on right now because.
But he does gang bang.
Yeah, but like you're talking about a classy way.
No,
maybe
but like the way he does it, it's just not like out loud.
It is out loud. In all of his videos, you'll see a red flag.
I know, but it's like very like discreet. It's like part of the ensemble.
He's just not as popular as Chris Brown.
No, YG is okay. We're not
as popular as Chris Brown. He's not.
We're not going to do that.
He's popular, but he's not as popular as Chris Brown.
Is that not a fact?
Is that
disputable at all?
Thank you.
I don't know.
The man is on an international tour that's starting in London.
Down.
Thank you.
And he's also in prison in London right now.
Exactly.
In jail.
But the facts are still the facts.
YG dated Saweetie, he had to cancel his tour because even the PR couple stuff couldn't get them tickets sold.
No, she couldn't get them tickets sold.
It was his tour.
No, she was trying to push a project too, and it wasn't working.
Yeah, they were all on
that has nothing
tour
to do
together
with
and tickets.
Okay, why are we doing this? YG is a very successful artist,
and we're not saying that he's not. We're not saying that he's not.
Yeah,
disputable.
I
don't know.
5 YG songs.
Yeah, please. Immediately.
Name 5 YG songs off the top of your dome.
Dang.
He has a song with Dom Kennedy.
What's the name of the song?
You got all them bitches, nigga. We got all them bitches. With,
What's
like
the
that
name of the song?
I don't know, but I know
what song made him pop? I don't even know.
I
listed her.
Anyways,
yeah,
that's crazy. But I like YG. I listen to his music.
Okay,
just because I don't know the song. Name 5 Chris Brown songs right now.
What?
I can't.
Yo, excuse me, miss.
No, let's start.
Run it.
Poppin'.
Okay, guys. Okay, guys, I get it, but let's be current with it.
What?
Currently, name 5 current songs of Chris Brown's catalog. Okay.
The problem is I don't know the song. When you have 30 songs,
the song that he has with DeVito is called Is that DeVito's song or is that Chris Brown's song?
That's DeVito's song.
Okay, so Residuals 1111 dropped. So all the names of
the album.
So all the songs. That was his most recent album. Paulette, you can't do what you're trying to do.
His concert sold out in a day.
You can't.
Y'all fell for it.
Thank you. I'm like, you can't do what you're trying to do.
His concert sold out in a day. Like, let's not actually.
Yeah.
No one is disputing that Chris Brown is not who he is. I never said that.
But you're trying to convince us that YG
I can't even convince. I'm not
a bigger artist.
I'm not saying. Whoa, that's not what I'm saying.
So why are you disagreeing?
From when you said that, it made it. No, let me just clarify what I'm saying because I don't want the listeners to be confused. I didn't say that YG was bigger than Chris Brown. That'd be a lie. I basically was saying that YG has a name too because how y'all said it,
we agreed.
It came off. No, but that's not what you said. It came off as if like, I mean, he's not anybody. So
Paulette, I said that he's a great artist, but Chris Brown is a bigger artist. That was literally the statement.
Y'all will hear it. Move on.
Anyways, so
like you're attacking me,
but attacking. Okay, Paulette, let's not use that word. Attacking is crazy.
But speaking of,
well, I feel that way. Like,
go ahead.
Well, speaking of gangbanging and Bloods, so you know the game came. The game came out and said that I don't know if this is technically snitching, but he came out and said that Diddy tried to get him to set Drake up. To get him like killed or whatever, a long time when they had their beef.
Snitching.
And I mean, but you know what's crazy? There's a song that he dropped called 100 with Drake. And in the song, he was like, you were out of town nigga, heard about the shit with Diddy, so I came through to
like get y'all vest you up.
But he was like, listen to that song. I'm like, wow. So the game really was talked about this a long time ago. We ignored all the signs.
That you said that because then remember that one album that Drake dropped? All those like
Take It Package?
Yeah. 4 a.m. in Calabasas, he's talking about Diddy. And it's so crazy. I went to actually listen to the song. And I was like, dang, like Drake is that dude. And I'm not gonna lie, the way he was like rapping like Diddy, I'm like, oh my gosh, like he's like calling you out in broad daylight and like what?
Well, speaking of the Diddy trial.
The diddler.
So the trial started last week, I believe. Yeah.
Last Monday, yes, ma'am.
Last week. And a lot has been going on, and like I would hate to like regurgitate everything that's been happening because it's just been so much. So I advise every listener to go and do your individual research. But Cassie took the stand. There's a lot of people who took the stand. So Cassie took the stand. Dawn Richards took the stand, and Aubrey. Yeah, Aubrey.
I don't think she's taking it yet.
Not yet.
So she's not taking the stand.
Oh, she's
said
not?
that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
think it's Aubrey. Sorry, Aubrey O'Day.
I don't think she has a choice because I know that
Yeah, I don't think she has a choice.
Cassie was there on stage because everyone keeps being like, why did Cassie testify? Like, y'all think that she had a choice?
She actually has to.
Y'all think she had a choice?
Jail or testify.
Literally,
honestly.
she was like their main witness.
But either way, a couple of people have taken the stand, including people that have worked closely with Diddy, people that knew Cassie personally, her former best friend.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been taking the stand, just kind of detailing what's been happening or what happened throughout the course of their relationship. So obviously, I think what they have him on is like sex trafficking, racketeering, and
Low-key a RICO.
Yeah,
It is a RICO.
It is a RICO.
They have a RICO.
But like they have him almost. So this kind of the same situation with Cassie in particular. They're just highlighting one part of his charges, and so I guess they're trying to prove or give evidence to the fact
that's his character.
Give evidence to the fact that he was sex trafficking or whatever. And so, yeah, Cassie just kind of detailed a lot of what happened during their relationship. She said a lot. I'm not going to lie. Mind you, Cassie's pregnant at the moment. So she said that she was pretty much his sex slave. Like, I think they started dating when she was 19, if I'm not mistaken.
He started managing her at 19. They claimed that it was like the first 2 years she was just doing music. But I'm like, bitch. I mean, not bitch, but I don't believe that.
And so she said that he had her participating in a lot of inappropriate sexual activities where she would have to hire from Craigslist. What she said, from Craigslist and Backpage, she would have to hire escorts and sleep with them in front of Diddy. Sometimes if he wasn't present, it would have to be on FaceTime. There was a lot of times where throughout these what they call freak offs, like she caught a lot of STDs, a lot of UTI. She would have mouth sores. A lot of this she did against her will. She did admit to like some of the time she was engaging in sexual activities because she wanted to, but at the same time she also said that she was heavily on drugs throughout the time of their relationship, like to the point where she doesn't remember a lot. And even they asked her like how she even got through like a lot of those moments when she didn't want to do it, and she was like, I was on drugs. Like she listed a bunch of stuff that she was on. And I don't know, like I feel like just with it coming back up, because when did she first drop the statement about Diddy in the first? Like this first blew up in 2023?
Like, yeah,
like I think like October.
Yeah. So and I know in that moment it was just like everybody was like obviously giving their own opinions, but obviously I think it was hard for her to like even come out and say that. So it took 2 years later to still kind of be reliving this as a pregnant woman with somebody else's baby at that. It's like, I understand it's a very hard and touchy subject. So I just want to make sure that like as we're like even presenting our opinions, we're like, I don't want to say politically correct, but like just kind of being careful with what we say just in regards to the fact that she is with child. But yeah, like I don't know, like I feel like our opinions haven't really changed much from what we said that year when it dropped. Like I feel bad for Cassie. I think this is all unfortunate. I think Diddy needs to be thrown under the jail.
Not even in jail, in hell.
He needs to be in a blender, honestly.
Because like
he needs to be in a blender.
But I do think everyone that participated needs a consequence.
No, okay.
Because I'm not gonna lie. Only reason I said it because it reminds me like the whole R. Kelly thing. I was like, we're watching all these documentaries and we're watching people that helped with everything. How come they're not in trouble either?
See, and that's the part that's kind of confusing
You know
me
what I mean?
because usually, right? And mind you, I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but usually for like RICO charges, I'm like, why is he the only one up there? If
and I feel like but I feel like more people. I feel like it's like the case is
from his side.
No, what do you mean developing? It should be developed because I'm like where's everyone else who's catching the other charge? I'm like, if it's a RICO, then why can't y'all charge everybody?
Unless they're gonna introduce them later on in the case, like, oh, this person like took a plea deal. Now they're you know what I'm saying?
Oh, maybe because I'm like
I was wondering like how is he getting hit with the RICO? RICO is like a collaborative effort. So are there other people?
Yeah, I'm like, and I'm sure you're right. They probably gave him pleas to plea out, but I'm like, no, I'm not gonna lie. Like you said, everybody needs to be held accountable.
Everyone needs to have a consequence. I'm not gonna lie, like because you're like telling.
No,
what were you doing? You could along the way could have stopped this a long time ago.
And I feel like
for his security guard out here doing interviews, and everyone's trying to make it seem like he's some fucking hero.
You need to go to jail.
No, I completely agree with you guys. Also, I feel like the recent what's be trending from this case outside of like what Diddy has done is Cassie and the fact that like she's having to relive all of this in front of her husband.
Yeah.
Her kids are too young to understand what's going on.
Right.
But just the fact that she has to recount what's going on in front of him and to the public eye. And so a lot of people have been saying, and it's been a lot of men, if I'm being honest, have been saying like, oh, her husband, if I was her husband, I would leave her. Her husband having to relive all that. It's disgusting. Like, I wonder how he feels. Like, it's almost like people are
coming
more
from an
worried
insecure
about
place.
how
because
he
what the hell
feels.
are you talking about? He's
People-
not on trial.
Is more
And he
people,
wasn't the victim.
yesterday there was a conversation and they were literally tearing her to shreds, saying that
Really?
she's yes. And I'm just like, a group of black men, like literally
Right.
tearing her to shreds. And I'm just like, not only is it happening in real life, it's also happening in the comments, on comment articles, in comment sections of
Like-
posts. It's just like nobody is giving her that, not to like, nobody's giving her sympathy, nobody's giving her grace. Everybody's like, fuck that, he should leave her. That's what I'm
And
just
it's
like,
why is he leaving her? Mind you, like, don't get me wrong, like, because some of the things I've seen people say, like, she wasn't all the way innocent. I hear you, but at the end of the day, she is
she's
a
still
victim.
Yeah, she's a victim.
I
Like,
still-
she's a
yeah.
victim.
I think people need to understand
Can't turn
that
it on and off.
the fact that like being that she started in this industry at a very young age.
Teenager.
I feel like in the very beginning, it probably was willingly, because you're going with somebody who makes a whole bunch of money, who has connections in the industry that you want to be in. He put you on a platform. It probably was willingly at that moment, but
Yeah.
maybe further in the line,
Yeah.
it just like, I feel like it got to the point where like, she's like, okay, you know what? I actually see, she was around him for so long. I actually see how powerful he is.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it because
Even-
like, I don't want to see him. I've seen him mad. I don't want to see him mad. So I feel like it went from you can absolutely go from like, okay, yeah, I decided to consensual to non-consensual very quickly.
And
I
we've all
don't
been-
understand like how people don't understand that's not a thing. Like,
right, like, I don't know if y'all
I could say yes
dated
tomorrow, I could
older.
say no.
You've dated someone older and you realize some of the things that like you were kind of letting slide because you were afraid to like not say piss them off, but like them not look at you like you're not mature enough, like this and that. It's like, so guys, like, why are
It's
we, and women too, because women are doing it too. Why are you not able to put yourself in her shoes and like understand like her point of view? You know what I'm saying? Like, yes,
People think that because she was giving consent in the first place, because he had money, he was funding her lifestyle, it was okay then, but now all of a sudden things are going down the drain. It's not, and that's not the case.
It doesn't
I feel
matter.
Like,
She was getting taken advantage
there's
of.
a very thin line between consensual and non-consensual. I feel like, again, I could say yes 20 times today. If I say no tomorrow and you do it
I didn't
against
give
my
consent.
Yeah.
will, then
I don't
I'm
care
a
if I
victim of
consented
whatever
every
you've
other
done
time.
to me.
Thank you.
Yeah, but not only that, why are we acting as if abusive relationships don't exist? Like, you can 100% be in an abusive relationship and want to be there and still be getting abused.
Yeah.
Even
You know
like,
what I mean? So it's just like, even they're like, oh, well, look at these messages. She was nice. Okay.
Why would she respond?
You can still love your abuser. And
Yeah.
like, look, but the evidence is there. Like, she 100% was getting abused. There's
me-
video evidence. I don't even understand how people can contest that.
Let me even take a step further. Like, a lot of people, even people like, oh no, this and that. Like, for example, a lot of people understand some of their marriages, they are getting raped and they don't know that. Like, at the end of the day, consent is consent. I think people are like, oh, y'all are being too. No,
Yeah.
there are words for actions, and a lot of y'all don't even understand that you've assaulted your partners. You don't even know that. That's crazy. But then you see it in another light. You're like, oh, this can't be true. But it's like that's what it is. At the end of the day, just because she was dating him, at the end of the day, he was taking advantage of her. He was 17 years her senior. That's even right there. When I hear that, I was like, Diddy, now, sir, now you know better.
So I want to ask y'all how y'all feel about
so gross.
So the people that have been, y'all know his family has been coming. Some of his family has been coming to support him 10 toes down in court. So all his sons have been there,
Shouldn't
and
they? That's
even
his
Quincy,
dad.
who is also not his son, but in close relation, his two twin daughters were there as well. And there was a lot of what's that word? There was a lot of like conflict around that his daughters being present, because some people were saying like, oh, that they should be there because it's
I don't
their
think they should have been
father.
there.
And other people are saying that it's too, like, because people are like, they're old enough to read. They're high school seniors.
And that's how I know Diddy is a freaking monster. Why would you want them there? I know you requested for them to be there. Why would you want them there to hear all those naughty things that you've done?
No, but I think at one point, somebody was, when the male prostitute was going to testify,
They had to leave.
They left.
Yeah, no.
What was the point?
I mean, they wanted to
Quincy,
come.
why are you there? You do not need to be there.
Quincy trying to
Your
secure-
daddy that went on national TV and said that man forced him to sign over his rights for you.
Oh, He's trying to secure his spot in that wheel.
I don't know why.
I want to.
Money.
I mean, that, at this point, that's all they have to do left. Actually, so that's all. Because none of them. I mean, they've done stuff, but none of them has like a standout brand on their own outside of being Diddy's children. Diddy. Exactly. But I wanted to read this.
Even then, like how they're dressed in the court, I'm like, you don't just put button down and slacks and go inside. Why are you going there with swaggy like that? Are we honoring this monster?
No. Okay, so I wanted to know how y'all felt about somebody's opinion about his daughters being there. I'm just going to read it really quick. Okay. It says, in my opinion, and he agreed that his daughter should be there. He said, in my opinion, seeing family members distance themselves physically or emotionally on the first day of trial involving trafficking and abuse towards women carries weight. It can subtly underscore the seriousness of the accusations and show further internal family disagreement. Also, in my opinion, for me, their presence is being seen not just as support, but as a way to hold him accountable, to look him in the eye as he faces the consequences of his action. It's a silent but powerful reminder of the personal stakes involved. They should be there. And so to that, I say, like, I see what he's saying. He's basically saying that, like, it's a way to hold them accountable, hold himself accountable by them being there, because you can't look your daughters in the eye and I guess you can. And like, you know, and just not, I guess, tell the truth, or like, it's going to hold him accountable with them being there. And absolutely. But I also feel like, you knowing that you have 2 grown daughters, you still did this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, two daughters.
He has 3.
Exactly. 3.
Actually, 4 daughters, actually.
Yeah, you're right. Actually 4. But at the time of him casting relationship, there was 3 actually. So it's just like knowing that you had daughters that never was considered at the time. And so I don't feel like you going to court and your daughter showing up is going to hold you to some different standard that you don't want your daughters to see. I don't know.
And I'm not going to lie.
That freedom. You don't care about
if Kim was here, those girls would not have been at that damn courtroom.
Kim would have been in that courtroom. I'm sorry, because hearing all I heard, I think Kim is a victim too, but I very much think she would have been in that courtroom.
I don't think those daughters would have been in that courtroom.
I don't know.
I'm not letting, like, no, as a mom, I'm not putting listen, there are certain things, like, when you get older to an age where we can process this, cool, but like, you still got to go to school and face this shit. I don't need to, like.
Kim welcomed a side baby and raised her children as triplets. It doesn't give.
Everybody was unhinged.
Like, no, like, I'm side-eyeing everything about anybody associated with Diddy. I'm not going to lie. It's,
I mean, I get it. I do. Yeah. That's another conversation for another day.
And Loki, while we're at it, reopen that case. Let's look into that death,
please.
I think it'll be reopened in due time.
That's suspicious.
Yeah.
But like, some people think that Diddy's gonna get off. Mind you, some of the charges he may not be found guilty on, but he is going to prison.
I just don't get the RICO. I'm like, but if it's a RICO, charge everybody.
I feel like it's coming. That's why I feel like people like, it's an 8-week case. I'm like, why do y'all feel like it's wrapping up right now? Y'all, they got 6 more weeks. Like, you think the feds don't have stuff on this man? They're about to throw so many things out in these coming weeks. They're going to bury him. And because at first, the first week I saw, I was like, oh my gosh, like, the defense team is doing this. But now I'm like, now all these the RICO charges, I'm like, they have to have other stuff. Like, they can't just have just Cassie.
No, they need.
No, they have something on him, y'all. It's feds.
I need to see people in jail, and it does not need to just be Diddy. I'm telling you,
his entire team and his sons.
When they mention that drug dealer, find him, put him in jail.
And his sons need to go too. I don't know why y'all coming to the court.
What's?
Yeah, because I don't know if y'all read court records. His 2 sons, they got to go too.
Oh my gosh.
And Stevie J, you too. No, you gotta go.
There was
TDJ, is he in
Stevie J.
Stevie
gotta go.
Yes.
There was
sat on that documentary defending that man.
His sons was walking out of court. Why did y'all see that video where someone was like, "What's up, young Diddy?"
Oh no, they keep saying that. Oh, he looks just like Diddy. I'm like,
somebody said, "What's up, young Diddy?" And I'm like, that.
I don't know that.
But his girlfriend's brand is doing really well. I'm surprised.
Whose girlfriend?
Raven.
Oh, but it was doing well before him.
But I wonder if she's gonna.
No,
she stopped coming to court as she should.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
It was doing well before him.
Yeah, but now it's actually like a lot of people are wearing it now.
It was
a lot of
like
celebrities.
that before him.
Who before Chris? No, I don't mean in the essence of like it's
just doing
because
well
of him. I mean like now that she's become more to the forefront, I'm wondering if she's gonna start distancing herself from the relationship because it's not a good look.
It's really not.
So, but because
it's really not.
Like it's not.
I don't know if
your man was involved in those things.
Before she dated somebody who was kind of in the limelight as well. We don't have to talk about
But I feel like that was at her detriment as well. Because after that, she kind of, yeah.
But we'll see, y'all. Just make sure you just educate yourself on the trial. Be careful on what you're consuming on TikTok and Instagram. A lot of these people that are not lawyers are loud and wrong.
And we're not lawyers either.
Yeah, at all. But fact check, read up on stuff, you know? And yeah. And if you know anyone in a situation like that, please, what's the national hotline? Please refer them there. Like, no one should be going through that.
I know. We'll put it in the bio.
Cassie's not the first or the last, but any woman that or man that's going through this, please, if you know, speak up. You can really stop a cycle.
The fact that we talked about all these women today,
hey,
like, does anybody have anything positive to share before we go?
No, because I was just going to bring up that other case from the guy who.
Anything positive?
No.
This summer is about to be epic. I feel it.
A manifestation.
I feel it. Like, everywhere I go, it's just been up. Like, I don't know what's going on. But like everywhere I've gone, like I'm even doing things that me, my normal self would not do. Cause
like what?
Like, I be doing turnaround trips to Houston, like 16-hour trips. That's crazy. Like, I would never do that. I know it's
we've done that before.
I don't.
A lot of.
I don't know. I don't know. This is out of my element. Because I know this summer, I'm prepping myself for the situation that's coming. This summer, this one I feel is gonna be like my final coup de grace.
Yeah,
that's it.
Same.
I'm out after this. Somebody's son gonna have to come get me because I'm done. I'm about to do it so dirty. Listen.
Do you have anything positive, Michelle? Shout out you, I want to be a part of your summer team.
Hit me up.
Michelle, do you have anything positive?
Do I have anything positive? No, not on the spot. No. I mean, God is good. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And also, to another positive note, I can't wait to fall in love.
Oh, but Michelle, your niece just turned 1.
Yeah.
That's a good positive note.
Is that a positive thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. I mean, it's a positive thing, but...
Yeah, your niece turned 1.
I mean, anything. Yeah, that's a good little...
We're going to edit that part out. I don't know, because I try to fill the dead air.
Okay.
But no, like, I can't wait to just, like, that's how I'm like, I'm about to go so hard and retire out the game that all I got to do is settle. Like, that's what's next.
That's
like,
all you have left.
I'm going to literally tumble onto the altar.
I'm screaming.
What about you, Crystal?
What's your positive thing?
I've been trying to think. I'm not going to lie.
Wow. I can't stand when people ask a question I got to answer. Why you don't go first?
No, okay, that's a hard question because I was like, I couldn't tell if you meant like positive current event.
It could be anything. It doesn't have to be anything
positive.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go again. That's what I was like.
Oh, another positive note.
Full of positivity.
I got one of those AC fans.
Oh, I'm screaming.
Oh,
same.
Okay. This is
No, like y'all, like that's a game changer too.
Oh, speaking. Okay, another. We talked about work. We have a team building at work today.
Nice.
Probably because of me, but yeah. So we don't have to work tomorrow. They're taking us on a field trip, so that's gonna be fun.
Field trip where?
I don't know.
That's so crazy.
The thing is, if you follow Michelle, she just posts all these cool things about her job. I'm like, they be feeding her good. Yeah. I'm like,
and she be bullying everybody.
Wait, huh?
Fucking with you.
No, I'm not a bully. I think I'm just
She's
dry.
bullied. No, you're getting bullied.
I'm getting bullied.
Yeah, you're not a bully, and I know what they're doing. That they have to do it this way because it's really the other woman.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay. Because you want to know something?
Like
you're probably not the only person. Like, you know, like she's probably put it on you, but people have all put it on her. Like, nah, no. Because they probably gone around and talked to people like, hey, how was like, yeah, she's the problem. And she probably might get fired if she don't take this serious.
All right, y'all. So that concludes another episode with the Petty Party crew. Guys, make sure you're following us on all platforms. That's Petty Party Pod, POD, on Instagram, TikTok, Petty Party Podcast on YouTube. If you have any questions, any advice that you need, please send us an email at pettyparty12814@gmail.com. Check it out. It's your girl Crystal, aka Champagne Chris, signing out. Peace.
It's your girl Macolette signing out. Holla.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Give me a P.